What's up, AfterBuzzers? We are back with another episode of Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 3, Episode 14. I got my girl Kendall right here beside me, and we about to break it all down. We talking Paris. We talking more marriage, more problems. We talking this Huger home hoax. We got a lot to unpack, so stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
I'll take your man. That's money.
Hey!
City girls! Ow!
Look, welcome back to AfterBuzz TV, and we're bringing it back in with a little City Girls,
Yeah.
y'all. Y'all hear that? For those of y'all who are listening on iTunes, just know that we are jamming right now. And then, Jlamar, who is the song dedicated
It's
to?
dedicated to your girl Gisele, honey.
Oh!
Yeah!
No,
Because
you
she's taking that man, honey.
Wait, can we get a little more of this? Just a little bit more.
Oh, it's the ground looking for a flow. And I know how to handle it.
Look.
From Miami. How you met her when you had your
I'm getting under this table, y'all.
Do
Y'all just
y'all
don't
know? Y'all are a little too lit tonight, and I'm here for it.
I love city girls though.
I do
love
too.
City
I do
girls.
too.
Free JT, you know what I'm saying?
I'm new to this ratchet stuff, but I'm about to be bumping it.
Welcome,
Thank you for the invite.
Welcome back, guys. It's AfterBuzz TV. It is the Real Housewives of Potomac panel. We about to break everything down for you. We talking this whole Cannes trip. We talking Paris. We talking more marriage, more problems. We talking Huger and this home hoax. And we're going to be discussing the MVP. And I got a fun little game for y'all coming up at the end. So you got to stay tuned till the end, okay? So I'm your boy, Richie Skye. Who else we got with us today? Kendall.
First off, I ain't got a horse face. Thank my mama for that. It's Felicia Michelle here. What's up, y'all?
What's going on, you guys? It's the City Girls president, Jlamar.
Hey.
Ooh, what's happening, y'all? It's your girl, Imani Jackson. What?
As y'all can see, we have a full panel for this show. And this is it for the rest of the season. Don't expect no new faces because they're not going to make
We
it.
locking it up.
Boom. All right, so listen, I just want to get some overall thoughts on this episode real quick. What y'all thought?
I thought everybody was messy and extra, and there was a whole lot of blame to go around. I am excited to talk about this.
I am so thirsty to talk about the mess of this conversation. Are we all thirsty? Thirsty?
Cheers to
Cheers.
that.
It's so much
What
mess
is
in this
it?
episode, and I just want to let y'all know I feel real bad for Candice.
Ooh. We're going to talk about
We'll
that.
talk about that.
We'll talk about it.
And I got a statement retraction just for this episode, so we'll talk about it.
Okay, yeah.
I can't wait to hear this. Well, I'm just saying that Giselle, she's a hater. Period.
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 We don't even listen to City Girls don't
I
And
know
she
that
ain't no
part.
period.
Instagram taught me that part. I've been
Period.
saying that. Period.
Yes.
Instagram taught me should be the phrase of the year. Okay?
I like that.
All right, so for me, I thought this episode was amazing. I'm going to watch it again, actually, because I enjoyed it that much.
It was good.
There's a bunch
That
of
much.
little things in there too to pick up on. You could have missed something.
Okay, so let's talk about everything. Let's talk about, first off, the ladies are flying out of Dulles to Paris. For those of y'all who don't understand the DMV area and the Potomac area, Dulles is a very far airport. It's far AF, okay? So it was nice to see all the ladies arrive, in the little black, cars and stuff like that.
I love
except
that.
for Robin. I don't know why.
Uber X.
I thought you were about to say Uber pool. I was like, don't say it.
Well, I'm gonna give her a little bit more than that, okay?
Well, let's talk about
Uber
this.
X.
What do you guys think about this trip as opposed to other housewives shows you've seen? Because honestly, to go to the south of France is major for a housewife show, and for them to be a newer show, it's surprising to me that that's where they were going.
That's where the budget was. So I'm thinking in my head that Monique probably picked up some of the tab. Like the franchise,
was the difference.
yeah, the franchise, probably gives them a budget, and Monique probably added to that budget so they can go to South France. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Especially because the
Interesting.
invitations were just
The invitation,
like, it was like Sweet 16, how they used to do the
Yeah,
extras.
I was thinking that. Like, it's
And the
I was
hotels to
loving
go
it.
to the south of France. When you got
Honestly,
that
it was.
penthouse
I mean,
suite.
she did a lot.
And baby upgraded that seat. She upgraded
And
that
she sure
seat.
did.
Well, the tea is that everybody got the opportunity to upgrade their seats.
Well, they
because
only had 3 upgrades available, though.
And they were all
What they
asked,
wanted.
but the rest of the ladies declined because they wanted to sit with
Oh, the group.
the group.
That wouldn't be me.
Yeah, it wouldn't be me either.
First class?
Especially.
First
What?
class. Okay, period.
Wait, period.
Period. Well, y'all
Sorry,
that
y'all.
coach? Y'all that coach?
We'll see you when we get there.
First of all, if I threw this trip,
You would stay with everybody, right? As
I
the
would probably
host?
stay with everybody. Just because I felt like it.
No.
Okay,
That's my
listen.
birthday.
Listen,
No.
hear me out. The reason I say that is because I feel like if you're really trying to, if you're Monique and you're coming from the place that she's coming from with some of the ladies, it might have been a good idea to just say, you know what, we're all gonna sit back here, we're gonna enjoy this together. Because guess what? It didn't look like the accommodations were that bad in the next class that they were in.
No.
I would say no. It's an international flight, so the accommodations are going to be a more comfortable and coach.
Right.
It's not like you're flying to Miami or whatever. But I got it. She didn't want to be around them because she had just gotten into a fight with her husband, and they already take her there. It's already not good. So I know for me, if I have an attitude or I'm, some Jlamar might say something to me, and I might snap back on him, not because what he said was wrong, not because he did anything, but I'm just I feel away. And so maybe it was best for her to do that. I personally wouldn't have done it because I think it's a little rude to invite somebody all the way to the south of France and make them take that long flight. And did she walk back and check on them? No, she might walk back.
She might back.
Okay,
She
so
might
maybe they
have.
like,
Listen,
hey, back there.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. If I'm in first class, I'm never walking back to the back.
You gonna send the
if
air-
the little
the flight
curtain is
attendant?
closing,
Excuse me. I am. That's my runway. I want y'all to see where I'm going and where I
Bye,
came
y'all.
from. You hear me? I came from first class and I'm going back. You know, that'd
That's
be
like
me.
being in VIP and going down into the crowd. Why
And
would you
walking
do that?
right back up to VIP on that stage so y'all can see me. Hey.
I don't know, y'all. I'm chilling.
That
That's
part.
it. I'll see y'all when we get there.
Y'all can have that.
Okay.
We'll have fun out there.
I need to work that plane.
I'm not even touching my toe in the back. No. Crazy.
I don't think nothing was wrong with it though. I think it was like you said, she had a meaning for wanting to be by herself or be with her sister as she calls her.
And they had a deep talk on the
Yeah.
plane. So
They
they
did.
had like a
Did they?
one-on-one.
Because their blogs are deep these days too.
Well, you have to understand, like
We'll talk
I
about
guess
that
we'll
later.
get into that later.
So
We'll
we
talk
don't
about
know
that
if the
later.
conversation was deep as a puddle or deep as a ocean, but it seemed like it was deep.
Anytime the producers, they're mic'd up on the plane. So anytime the
Yeah.
producer walk up to you and say, "What was y'all talking about?"
Yeah.
That means the juice was good.
It was something
something.
of some relevance. What do you guys think about this helicopter ride?
Ooh!
Talk about that real quick.
Money,
Tell us
money,
about
money.
it.
I loved it.
Karen. Talking about the prince of, what is it? The prince of
Morocco.
Prince of Monaco,
Monaco.
right? That he stopped.
Yeah.
Oh, he's there for me. Like, girl, stop it playing and hold your wig down because the wind around a
Oh my
helicopter.
God.
Ponytail. It's a
Is-
ponytail wig at that.
Hold-
So
It
it's
has
just
like a
like.
drawstring on it.
Hold the phone.
Well, City Girls
Okay.
talks about that in their lyrics. They wrap their wigs with rubber bands, ponytail
what?
holders. So
I'm gonna have to listen to this.
Karen. Obviously, this was the same wig from her first confessional, if you guys remember, the high ponytail with the big bang.
The big bang.
Now, I don't know if this was trip worthy.
that.
You know, I don't know if that was the right wig for this
It's a
trip.
that was her travel wig though. You know,
Was
people
it?
have
No, because she
people-
still
So the
wore
wig
it
is well
the
traveled, is
whole
what you're
She
saying.
wanted to
It
hold
looks like it's been places.
I thought it was
Many places.
her travel wig. You know, you would throw on just something light. Me, I don't. If I was a wig wearer,
I would probably
my
throw a hat
airport,
on or
my
something.
no girl, my airport wig. You never know who you see in
You
the
at the
airport.
airport though. You never
know who you're gonna see in the airport. Oh, my
Boom.
airport wig, it'll be my most expensive wig. But Karen's not like that. She had on Skechers.
No, I thought she
You know
showed
what?
up
I
to
can't.
fight.
She
So
She is-
maybe
she is
her
of a
hair
certain
was
age.
like
She
that.
can wear Skechers. She's of a certain age. She's allowed to wear Skechers.
You've
They
not
are
wear
very,
no.
they are
Skechers.
very supportive. J. Lamar.
You've not wear Skechers in the south of France. I'm sorry.
Giselle said that about her. She's like, what are you, like, it's fabulous. Time to be fabulous. Like, be fabulous.
I don't know. She was in fighting attire to me. I
Who?
mean, I don't know who's
Karen?
fighting Skechers, but I mean,
Who finds Skechers?
I don't
That ain't a
know.
part of the City
Who
Girls.
goes to the south of France? Here's the thing. You're in France. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
are in, like, you know, one of the biggest
fashion
fashion
mecca.
like
Right.
capitals of the world. Not-
Yes.
and it's not Paris necessarily, but it is one of the hugest vacation spots that you could ever go to. So why are you in the? Okay, I can't even. I,
And it's
I
a-
can't.
uh,
We're gonna
There's
break that
creativity
down.
There's art. There's like so much.
If you are
Fabulous
fascinated
news.
by all things fashion, just hang on, guys, because we got a fun little game for you coming
Ooh,
up.
okay, so you dropping
Here we go with this game
So listen,
now.
y'all, we don't know the game. Just to let everybody know, we don't know the
They
game.
don't know the game, but we'll get into it later. What did you guys think of the rooms, the accommodations?
It was beautiful. Like,
I
you
thought it
guys,
was
it was
really
beautiful. And it was smart of her to give them their own space. Because we've seen that fight many a times on The
Yeah.
Housewife. The room accommodations, who's staying with who. That was a good move on her part.
I didn't think I would hear any complaints, but of course, our princess of the group
Oh my gosh.
had her little complaint because her view was of another hotel.
Who is this?
This was
Candice.
Candice.
She was on
the phone.
She was on
yeah.
FaceTime with her man, and she like, oh my god, like look at my view. It's like it's not facing the
Can I
Riviera.
tell you
I want to see the
something?
Riviera.
It's-
Like where's the
that
Riviera?
totally went over my head because I thought the view was nice. Like, I guess I'd never been nowhere.
I mean, her view wasn't that
It
nice.
was not. It wasn't that nice, but
it was
wasn't
better
that-
than the view
it
at
wasn't-
Potomac, I'm sure.
It wasn't that nice, but it wasn't that bad.
Exactly.
Well, now, let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think that as the newest housewife that she probably got the least expensive room?
I don't think it has anything to do with her being new. It has to do
Charisse
with
is
nobody
a-
respects her
Charisse
like
is-
that.
I don't know, because when I saw Ashley's room, I was like, did y'all see that? I mean, did y'all really peep
No,
the
see,
room?
that's what I'm saying.
The
I'm like, I
all-white
didn't
I was,
see
room?
I was
Yeah.
looking. I was
Ashley's
looking.
is nice.
Ashley had a nice little room with a nice little setup and view. Candice's
Mm.
room looked like a single suite.
It did.
But you have to understand, her allowance from her mother probably didn't cover the entire room.
The trip was paid for by Monique.
Well,
And Bravo.
well, that's our assumption.
So
But
this is-
Monique might have asked her, girl, I need 5K. And she's like, well, my mother only going to give me 32. Can you front me, the other?
First of all,
never know.
Because the way my
First
bank
of
account
all-
is set up from my check-ins to my
Right.
savings.
Candice, if you watching, and I know you be watching us,
This is jokes.
I ain't say it. They said it.
Candice, I love
no, but Candice is a little emotional too.
She
so.
is. She is.
We're gonna get into.
There's no way I would. There's no way I would complain. Even if I paid for the trip fully, there's no way I would complain about my hotel room.
Honest-
Because
Yeah.
like her husband said too, though.
You're not gonna
her
be in there.
fiance is just to sleep.
Yeah.
Honestly,
So-
I wouldn't complain either. I'm in the south of France. Who cares? I'm not gonna even be here long.
And I am a big hotel complainer. Like I am really. If my view ain't right, if my pillows ain't right, but
you
when I
would be Candice.
when I travel abroad, it's completely different because I'm abroad. Like I'm somewhere different.
Yeah.
There's a little more to it. I get what you're saying. Like, it's just like you're so happy to be outside of the States. You're just like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
this is something I can kind of let go. But if I'm in Miami, I need that view to be
Oh,
right.
ocean
Right.
view.
Because you're
The
going to be
seats
in the
was hard on the way
hotel
there.
a little more than you
Yeah.
are abroad versus if I am like overseas, I'm going to be out and about.
Out and
Or I'd
about.
rather be in a
Time.
in a hotel with a bad view over in Cannes than to be in a hotel in a bad view in like Philadelphia or something.
And then if it was free, like I thought that Giselle and Robin would have stayed together when they were offered the
I
suite.
thought so too.
I thought that they would
Yeah,
have
I
stayed
thought that
together.
would've been a good
Let me
thing
tell
to
you
do.
something. If I was Robin, I would be like, thank you. And
Because
taking
Giselle
everyone.
sure did.
Listen, here's the thing.
But we
If-
know who run that friendship. Do we need to start there?
Listen,
We know
we're
who
not
run that
gonna talk about
sorority.
that.
We
We're
know who
not-
run that sorority.
we're not gonna-
But that's
we're not gonna
exactly
get
what
into
it
that.
is.
That's what it is.
That's what it. Honestly, that's what it felt like on this day. Because if I was Robin, I would have been like, okay, thank you, and went right about my way.
Giselle has been a friend, and then
Especially-
Giselle has been a friend before. Robin deserved that.
Especially Robin does deserve it. Robin has had some hard times, and she deserves.
And this is the only time that y'all will hear me ride for Robin is in this episode. That's it.
Why you so angry?
Period.
Why are you so angry?
I don't know
I'm just
what
letting you
Rob
know.
talks to you,
I'm
but
just like this only time. I don't like her.
shit. Anyway, I agree. She did deserve to just give it to her. Like, even if she didn't deserve it, that's my friend. I've been here before. Girl, I've been here before. Here you go. Like,
But I
Well,
think
and-
that
and
Robin
here's-
was trying to be a
here-
good friend though by like, oh no.
I
no,
feel
Robin
like
was
so-
just playing her role in the dyad, and that's really
Yeah.
kind of what
I
it
feel
is.
like Giselle
to
was
me.
being the good friend and saying, "Hey, take the room." But if Robin says, "No, you take it," okay, girl, I'm not gonna argue with you.
That's not fair.
No.
That's not fair. Their friendship
How
is
was that
very
not
weird.
fair?
Because Robin is always bending for Giselle. Always. She's the bender in the relationship. Period.
For those who are watching
That's
us
the word of
live,
Thank you, because I thought it was just me that got it. Thank you.
please comment in the comment section if you think that Robin is a bender in this friendship.
I think Robin is a bender.
She's a bender.
She's a bender.
Some-
That
some-
sound like some Avatar. She's a bender. Robin the bender.
Some of our panel thinks she's a bender.
Half of the panel.
The newest half.
Right, Candice and Kendall think
love
that
y'all.
Robin is a bender. Anyway,
Who are you?
so let's
You know what?
let's since Monique is playing this trip. I mean, the attention has got to focus back on her at this first dinner. Because Giselle basically kind of confronts her about switching to the first class section, but then it kind of switches into this whole explanation about her marriage. What do you think about this? Because it's interesting because we didn't see any of this occur. So I don't know what to really make of it. You know what I'm saying? This whole Chris and Monique beef that they had before she left, like.
And it's out of character for him as we know him. So it seems weird as we know him. Yes.
Monique is one of my favorite housewives.
Mine's too.
One of
I
my
relate
favorite
to her
and
so
realest
much.
housewives. So to hear her even
Y'all been hating on Monique
Hold
too.
on.
Like, is
No.
this the
Can I-
Giselle
let me say-
side?
No.
my
When I
opinion.
first
Let me say
came
I love
here,
Monique.
I was quiet. I just made a sound and a
You
face.
made a
And if that
face.
affected you, I'm
I thought it was a
sorry.
sound effect. I thought it was coming from here.
Let me pause
I
to
seen
Voiceover
We heard
actress
it.
too. Holla at me.
let me pause to give some clarity to that statement, which is false. First of all, when we first started the season,
Wait a minute.
we had two hosts that were not fans of Monique. I've always been a fan of Monique. I like her for a lot of different reasons, but she was also really close to one of my best friends
Okay.
in real life. So I feel like I have some sort of I'm not going, I'm never going to come at her like that or whatever. Plus, I'm trying to get her to come on the show. Anyway,
Come on, Monique.
right. But I like Monique. I like her a lot, actually. I think there is something real about her. But I'm just saying it's odd that we didn't see any of this coming up, like, at all in the season. We never saw them
And it
bicker
came
or
out of the
argue.
blue.
It came out of the blue.
And a
Well,
lot of
like
things
she
have happened
said,
already.
every birthday it happens. So maybe it could be two things. It could be maybe he does get jealous that this spotlight or attention is on her, because he does seem very apprehensive of this new spotlight that she has. He's supportive, but he's also like, okay, don't go too
forget
far.
about me.
Yeah.
You going, but don't go too far. Like,
Yeah.
remember, you got this family and me to take care of. So it could be that, or it could be the fact that we hear Monique asking for expensive things. She asked for a Lamborghini
For her birthday.
for her
yeah.
birthday. So
And
maybe
he sent them to France, her and all her not
I
close
mean,
friends
France.
even.
So
If
maybe
you think
it could be
about it,
that.
maybe that's smart. Sometimes maybe you should ask for the really big ask so you can get the next best thing, which you really want.
yeah, but it's maybe. Richie.
Really thinking like that?
Was that a commercial? Was that
Commercial.
a Mr. Clean commercial?
Negotiation. It is simple negotiation. Y'all never heard of that?
I agree.
It's
I agree.
manipulation is what
Yeah.
it is.
Well, whatever you want to call it.
You need to be on the commercial.
That was a commercial. That was a commercial. That was cute, Richie. Good job. But I think that maybe her husband, like, maybe he was like over it. Maybe over her asking for expensive stuff, or maybe he like hit the hell on the net. Something
Where are
happened.
they from? Aren't they from like the
Jersey. She from Jersey.
She's
I
from
He,
think.
Jersey.
he's from. He's like a southern boy, right?
Yeah.
He's a good old
Yeah.
country boy. They fishing
They be
and stuff.
fishing,
He
yeah.
wants her
all that
bare
other stuff.
naked, pregnant at home. I don't think
Yeah.
he's into this whole entrepreneurship type of thing. I don't think
Well,
he's really
he
into.
said it.
I don't think he's into it at all. But like as a husband or as a person who's with somebody, you're not gonna say the first thing like, I don't really want you doing that, especially if it's on television and then people see that you said it. I think he just is afraid of her, like you said, not going too far with that. But she started her business off of being a mom. We learned about the essential oils,
But
the essential
Monique
oils.
is doing like.
And it's a blog though, so she can still be a mom at home
And
blogging.
But that's not the
It
only thing
doesn't
she's
take-
doing. Remember,
is
she's doing
Yeah.
she's doing the charity work and stuff like that.
She has
She's
she
a
has a show.
socialite.
She has a segment on a news show in DC. She also has another segment on a sports show in DC. So she's
taking advantage
doing a lot.
of. She's taking advantage of her opportunities.
As she
As
should.
As she
should.
should, yeah. And I don't think that he's feeling that, because like she said, that what if his thought process is she's doing all this and she may not need me. Men like to feel needed.
That is true.
Men like to feel
I'm feeling
needed.
you on
Everybody
that
wants
point.
to feel needed.
But men like to feel like they have like that power.
I just
over
wonder
you.
if this is a Candice and Chris type of. Are they both Chris? I don't think
They're
it's
both Chris,
right?
mhm.
Wow. Okay. It was Candice and Chris type of thing where. It was blowing up bigger on Candice's end, like we saw them argue before, and it kind of seemed really big, but it was small. So do you feel like maybe that's what? Okay, I'm gonna hold it.
I just gotta say, did y'all see their reactions when she was talking?
Yeah! Wait,
when I
They started
Giselle.
playing the smallest violin for her, like, and I was like, girl, wrong.
Well, her
wrong
intro
timing.
into the conversation.
Was
Well, you know,
off.
in pageantry and talk show hostness and and personality.
It's a personality.
And it was
She
just
told
like-
me,
Feeling herself.
Girl, you put your whole bio before the conversation.
you-
It was just like, what?
she did run her resume down as to why people should know
No,
her, why
her.
she's known. I was like,
But what is
but
that?
In my
That has
mind,
nothing to do with Monique
I
in
was
the
like,
situation.
oh no, Candice, no, not right now. Like,
Because
not
she couldn't
right
relate.
now.
She couldn't relate to having a powerful man. So I think
Yeah.
because she couldn't relate to having a
she
powerful
decided
man,
to act like she was a powerful woman.
act like she was a powerful woman. Like she's like the vice
Baby.
versa.
In that moment, it would have just been better to say nothing.
Nothing. Girlfriend.
Or to be like, we've all been there,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
We
Right,
accomplished
we got
everything
your back,
or
girl.
We got your
whatever.
back.
We
yeah.
got your back, cause
But everybody wants camera time though, Richie.
Well, she got it in a bad way because they played her
They
and they was
laughed.
Funny
laughing.
way.
And she's like,
First
I don't
it
understand.
It started with Giselle though. Her face. She was just like,
I don't know, cause Monique's face was like,
Well, yeah, because girl, I just was vulnerable. All these people, some people who I'm not sure how they felt about the relationship, what's going on with me and my husband. She is in this moment. We're connecting finally about something and genuinely connecting. And here you come talking about something that don't nobody care about. Like, I'm not trying to be rude or anything,
I
but like,
agree.
you try to position yourself in this conversation.
Can we talk
and
about this
you have no
connection
leverage.
though? Can we talk about
I
the
enjoyed the
first lady
moment.
connection? Okay, again, in this episode, in the middle, I was here for Giselle.
where
Like-
are you? Oh my God.
Wow.
Shockingly, I was here for Giselle. In that moment, that's it. However that long that scene was, about 2 minutes 30 seconds. I was here for her in that moment because she was very open and honest. That with her dating a powerful man, she knows the struggles that a woman will go through. I was here for her. She was really first lady, like offering advice and stuff.
And just listening.
Tell us all about it.
But that's it.
yeah, because I mean,
That's
even
it.
before that moment though, she was still irritating me. I was still feeling that little hating Giselle because she's like, well, why did you sit? Like, why are you even asking? Someone else could have brought that up because
Cause nobody else was gonna be bold enough to do it.
Okay, well then Giselle should have just left it alone
That was
because
a-
she
Why?
wasn't gonna come.
Yeah, that was a petty.
So,
that was a
I
petty
could-
moment.
But
She
that's
was
all the more
petty that
reason for her.
whole
That's all the
little-
more reason for her to say something. If I wasn't gonna come on a trip and you're telling me that I'm spending time with you to get to know the real you,
Yes.
but the moment I get a chance to get to know the real you, you exit out of the situation.
But how many
No.
seats are in that? How many seats in that
Listen,
row anyway?
we have-
Like
It's about camaraderie. It's like
Yes.
saying all four of us gonna sit in the panel, but you like, no, I'm gonna sit over there today. That sounds real weird.
is.
Weird.
Yes. We all
gonna
Weird.
sit in the
Go
back
sit,
of the
go
bus.
sit over there then. Go sit over there then.
Which y'all flaking up? I'm gonna stay in coach with y'all for now, okay?
See?
For a little bit.
Come
Then
on.
I'm gonna go
Baby.
back to my seat.
But I mean,
And
I
be
agree
real
with what you
comfortable.
said. That makes perfect sense. Like you invited me along, and listen. I don't know if y'all ever took an international flight, but the flight to France is long, y'all. It's
Long.
real long. It's real long.
You know what a
Depending where you
boss
coming
move
from,
would have been?
like 12 hours.
If
but-
she would have bought a seat next to them and her seat and went back and forth. Now
That
that would have
would've
been a
been some
boss move.
stuff.
that would have been a huge fight as soon as they got lit. They wouldn't even
They
make
would
it to
have been
helicopter.
I feel like Giselle would have been hating, like you just want to brag.
Yeah.
and
That's some stuff I would have
That's-
did. Like I gave y'all a piece of my time and then I went back and cleared my mind
That
and
y'all,
came back.
it's so crazy. Y'all are saying here like, oh, y'all are hating y'all are hating on Giselle. and
Because
Robin.
Giselle is a hater. I don't hate on
I don't hate her.
Giselle.
She's a very successful woman.
with the,
She has businesses.
She actually does
She
because
does,
she's
she-
in Target.
She does in real life. And
That
hold
was
up.
not a shady statement. That was a
And
fact.
You can save your shade for just 1 second because she actually is a real businesswoman in real life, and we are talking
I
reality
agree. I like
television.
her.
So, you guys, if you are watching us on YouTube, please make sure to also listen to us on iTunes because you don't have to actually just, watch our faces and our reactions. If you're doing something else, if you're driving, if you got, working at your job and you don't really want to work, but you want to listen, definitely tune in to us on iTunes as well. Be sure to comment, like, rate, subscribe, share with all your friends because, we like those views and we like those listens, right? Okay.
5 stars.
Now back to you.
Please comment on how y'all don't like Giselle, please. So I ain't riding this train by myself.
Oh, you riding the train alone.
Oh, you're not.
he's not alone. We over
with me,
here.
bro?
I'm with you.
Y'all can be
because-
on this caboose by yourselves. We'll just let it go.
So it's okay, Richie. It's fine. First class coach.
Oh, actually, we first class though, cause we with the
Right, y'all
Monique,
riding
y'all
coach.
with Giselle.
What were you saying, Richie?
Looking like coach.
Exactly.
Hey, coach.
You know what? Speaking of hoaxes, let's talk about Karen's home, okay? So let me tell you. Can I say this real quick?
That was fine.
Please don't throw no hands across me though. Let me move out the way.
Right.
It's about to be.
Let me get my umbrella.
Don't play.
Boom. So look, let me tell y'all something. I was watching the episode. I like this music. We was watching the episode and I was listening to Ashley and Charisse talking about this home situation with Karen, and I was like, literally, like, just my mug was in my hand. Like, does Karen, first of all, live in an apartment or a townhome?
Yeah.
And is Matt running around the streets of DC in the gay clubs talking about her?
Charisse, first off, Charisse information
was on point.
I feel like
It is. She's connected in Potomac. We know that already.
that was a dissertation that was graded
Yes.
A+. She gave us them facts for real.
she did.
She ran it down.
She ran it down.
So when Ashley confronted Karen and then Charisse had the backup, who do y'all believe?
I don't know. I believe Charisse about the situation, and I believe Ashley that Matt was probably running around. You know how it can be. So I believe that he was running around town, but I didn't like the way Charisse delivered it. In her confessional, she was real strong with the facts.
It was a complete read.
But when she was saying it to Karen on the couch, she was a little like, "Your toast." That's what I was like,
Okay.
say it.
You know what I felt like? I wouldn't have done it that way, but I understand why she did it. I feel like, because I'm thinking to myself, if Ashley's already confronting the situation, right?
You can't make it no worse.
You don't want to be like, well, girl, listen, that's not what I know. Like, you kind of want to see, what is she gonna say? What are you gonna say?
So you think that Charisse fed Ashley the information because everybody knows
No.
Ashley
I
can't
don't think
hold
so.
water.
I think Ashley.
Or they're hold on, let me finish. Or they collaborated together and they compiled their information, but everyone knows that Ashley has to be the person to say something. We know Ashley always says something. Ashley will never just let it go.
I'm gonna go with they compiled the information together.
But you don't
I
think
just
there's a reason for that? Like Charisse knows that about Ashley. If I want people to know stuff, I would tell Ashley.
I
No.
think Ashley really did hear from this
and then
Matt
don't
source.
Ashley and her husband they go to gay bars together.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
She probably heard it from her
That's the thing.
husband. Like her husband probably told her.
yeah.
Well, her information was about Matt and what Matt was saying, and then Charisse kind of filed it up and she gave the backup for it, which makes me believe it to be true.
Charisse had the full story. Ashley
She
just had a
the
paragraph.
full tea. Ashley just had the little gossip that was running around.
Mm-hmm.
Charisse had the point A, the point B, the point C, the point.
I wish they would have shown the townhouse. They showed the city
Yeah.
where it was.
Well-
Is that one of your hoods?
So no, I did not live in the Rockville area. I know
What type
where
of area is it?
It's like further away from DC than it's not far, but it's just on the other side of DC, particularly from where she lives. If she lives in Virginia and Ray has a townhome in Rockville, I'm trying to think of something equivalent. It would be like, someone living in Long Beach but having an apartment in North Hollywood. For those of you who are unfamiliar with California, I am sorry, but that's the only way I can
That's
get them to
about
understand.
still
an
a
hour and a
drive,
half.
though.
It's a drive. That's
and
what
you
I'm
have to
saying.
drive through a city, so it could add traffic.
Is it a
That's long
prestigious
ways.
area? Is it a
it's
Grand Dame area?
It's an okay area. It's not bad. It's just it's not what you would be thinking. I don't know what Potomac is like because I've never really been inside Potomac, but it feels like it's not as up here. You know what I'm saying? As Potomac. So for me, I was listening and I'm like, ooh, this is so fascinating because I feel like Ashley had the rumor, Charisse had the real deal.
And Karen had nothing.
But then
No, Karen. When you come to Karen with questions, it's just
She
like
gets scattery. Like
Yeah.
I do have a townhome. It's connected to my estate. I'm
Okay.
like, yo, rented estate?
girl, that don't make no sense. And then the camera pans from one side of the house to the other side of the rental, and I'm like, what?
Well, there are
gives?
homes that have adjacent apartments.
or like a guest house.
Yeah,
or
so that's
But
probably the guest
it-
house, Richie.
It does
don't
not,
do
hold
that
on,
to her.
Hold on, I'm not doing that. I didn't
She's
do
doing it
I
to
didn't-
herself.
Yeah.
It wasn't me. She.
did
It was
to
she. But the thing about it was, Charisse was very specific. If the townhome is in Rockville, Maryland, that is not the same as Virginia, which DMV, for anybody who doesn't know, is really just DC, Maryland, Virginia, because they all intersect.
Yes.
But the thing about it is, if her home, this rental, is in Virginia, that's not explaining this townhome in Rockville.
So what if when older couples, when after a while, they tend to maybe get two separate beds, and Ray is older. So what if since they have all this money, what if she just wanted her own place, you know? Or what if?
If she wanted her own place, it would be grand damed out. And
Well,
that
we don't
is-
know. We don't know what this place looks like. The kitchen
You
could be
know what?
renovated at this place.
And he
But
might
it's a
want his
townhouse.
own place so that he can run around chasing out the Erica
Oh
Lyles.
my! No, you.
Erica's married.
She's
She's
happily
happily
married.
married,
She's
like Ray
happily
and
married.
Karen.
Can we talk about this whole situation? Because this was another
I hope we talk
revelation
about
for
it.
me.
I'm sorry, that needed
Giselle
to
was
be.
now. This is where I went from 10 to 0 with Giselle. I was very disappointed.
You was never at 10 with yourself.
Okay,
First
I
of
was
all,
at 4.
why
I was
were
at
you
4.
disappointed with that when you weren't really disappointed with Ashley and Charisse pointing out that this woman don't have a home?
Those were facts. Those were facts. And not that she don't have a home, it's what type of home she has.
It's the lying about
Yeah.
where she actually lays her head in.
Yeah.
She
Which
low key
why
like
do
a
you care?
Phaedra though.
I'm sorry.
She's just like.
Excuse me.
It's
excuse me.
almost
Excuse
to
me.
me-
We're not gonna get in Phaedra, okay?
You know
Don't do
what?
Phaedra. I
Well,
love Phaedra.
But she's almost like a.
Yeah,
She's
she-
still low key being
She's-
like
She
Phaedra.
lied her way out of reality TV, and I've never
She's-
seen that. The first
That
time.
was
She'll be back.
crazy.
She's very.
She'll be back.
Karen is very slippery. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like you can never really catch her because she kind of wiggles her way out of it,
Yeah.
and you don't really know how that happened.
Because she doesn't talk about it. She's like, it's my business.
Or she starts
mind
talking about the
yours.
other person. She deflects.
Yes.
Do we think that Ray is running around after Erica Lyles?
I don't think Ray is running anywhere.
I don't think he's
It's a little
A
walk.
brisk walk
Little walk.
through the neighborhood. Maybe which neighborhood? I don't know.
It's a walk with a lamp, honey.
Rockville.
Look, who is snorting?
First of all,
little walk through Rockville. Does she live there? Where's Erica live?
I don't know, but
Is it a
in-
55
Erica
and over
was cute
townhouse?
though. Erica's
Erica's
hella
fine.
cute.
Hold up. When I saw Erica, I was like,
Oh.
I don't blame him for running after her. But my thing is, like, can we know more about her now? Like, I want her to make an appearance like Kendall did.
Well,
You know what I'm
maybe she
saying?
is. Maybe that's gonna be Giselle's get back.
That's a good prediction.
Oh.
Maybe go into that more
Maybe.
later.
You
Talk
so
about
smart. That is a
You
good one.
smart,
Period.
girl.
That's good.
Period.
Period. That's a good one.
She has been converted, guys. She is now a city girl.
Welcome.
Welcome.
So Giselle drops this whole bomb right at the end of the episode, and I'm just like, my jaw is dropping, and I'm trying to figure out, okay, are we gonna see this Erica woman? I'm hoping that we do, but we gotta wait. We saw some photos, and I'm gonna find her on Instagram so I can stalk her, and you guys will know next week exactly who she is, what she does, what her social security
And
number
who
is.
she, I want to know who she married to. I want to know who she married to.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they want to know who her man is, so we'll find that out too.
If y'all know, because some of the people who comment, y'all are super on it. So if y'all know, please in the comment section, let us know.
we want to know. We want to know. So listen.
And what her house look like? I want to know that too.
Ooh.
Compare it with. Yeah.
Does she live in
that
Rockville or does she live in Virginia?
Wherever she lives there with her man, and I don't think they got no tax problems. So
Are you throwing shade at the
I am.
So
Everyone else did deny mine as well.
She's a bit. She booked and busy, and she has a business with Giselle.
boom.
Yeah.
And she probably has several other businesses outside of
yeah.
that. But really quick, guys, we got to play a fun little game.
We don't know if this game is fun. Just saying.
It's called I Can or I
this a-
Cannot.
I thought
Love
this was
it.
Icebox.
This is my song. Lead the song.
Y'all focus on that. I focus on Ashley.
So
Ooh.
here's the thing. For the goal for this game is we're gonna rate some of the looks that we had in con from some of the cast members. And so I want you guys to give us an I can or I cannot with this look, okay? So first up we have Ashley Darby. She's in this white number right here with these black pants that look like track pants. What say we about this South of France look?
Oh my God.
Is that one of them like horse riding shirts?
Yeah.
That's
No.
like a Fashion Nova
I
fit.
can.
I think that's a Zara. That's a
Yes,
Zara
that's
fit.
Zara?
That's a
fine.
Zara
Okay, maybe
mannequin.
with the
A Zara
purse.
mannequin with a Chanel.
Is that are those Giuseppe's?
I can.
I live for
Ooh, I
like
can.
the what is that called, a placebo, the thing right there.
That's
live
what
for
I
that
was trying to
on-
get.
yeah,
I'm
I
like
live for a
horse
shirt like
riding,
that.
but that's not horse riding.
I
No,
can or
it's
I
the old
cannot?
French shirt.
I forget what.
I can.
I can.
I can.
Okay, survey says I can. I say I can too. I like it, Ashley.
I
Let's
would
go
wear
to the
that.
next one. All right, so we have Giselle here in
A pumpkin?
some type of frock
What the-
and a
Is that
fanny pack.
Rapunzel hair?
Give us a rundown, guys. I can or I cannot.
I love it.
No, he
Greg
didn't.
Ian got on a Gucci fanny pack.
Okay, I am here for the belt
Yes,
fanny
I love
pack.
the fanny. I love her shoes. I love the glasses.
Maybe she just didn't rock it right.
I don't think this is a good angle either.
Yeah, I think that's what
Let
it
me tell
is,
you something.
because-
When you wear it well, every angle is a good angle. I cannot.
I don't know what this is. And she has a really nice figure, so I don't understand why she's like.
Are you
Saggy.
justifying it? You just can't. You just can't.
No, I'm just saying it's not. I'm saying it's bad, so I don't understand.
I can or I cannot.
I
cannot.
cannot.
Those buttons too big.
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
low key. I don't know if that's her skin. I can't really. The light is a little off
Yeah.
for me, but it looks like
Well, I'm
a
here for the
pumpkin
cast, I'm
with
here for the
something
shoes.
Yeah.
over it.
I'm here for everything else except the
The
dress.
dress,
The dress I cannot. Let's
And-
go. Let's go to the next one.
The hair.
So we have Robin here, who is obviously sightseeing in the most casual of casual outfits. There's some ripped jeans and a shirt with some tassels on it. What do you guys? What are we feeling? I can or I
She
cannot?
got on Jlamar's shoes. Okay.
Wait, right
and
now.
First of all, she ain't got on these.
Y'all low key matching with the shoes.
Yes.
But it's okay
but
for
you
you,
wore it
Mom.
better.
No.
But you wore it better, J. Lamar.
Yeah.
I
You were
did.
wearing
All
it better.
time.
I did.
All
Let's take a
time.
picture so y'all can see. I wore it better.
You might want to be
Lamar
I
wore it
can on
better.
this one.
You might want to agree.
You know what?
Her
Every-
back
the
is
shoes
cute.
I can. Everything else,
It's
not
cute.
for friends.
Listen, Europe has a lot of cobblestones that are very uncomfortable to walk in. So I get why she has those shoes
Oh,
on.
girl, that's very. I'm going to Ralph's.
But
I'm
thinking
going to
Target.
parent teacher conference.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
So
thinking like
give us an I
Mom.
can or I
Yeah.
cannot.
you know what I got to say.
y'all just don't like
What
her.
you got to say?
I can't.
I cannot. I'm trying.
I'm trying.
Hold on. Now, as a tourist, I can. As a fashionista, I cannot.
Okay, yes, what
Let's
Richie
go to
said.
the next one.
Yes. Oh, there's more.
Okay, so we have Charisse here, and this is kind of like
That's
checkerboard
Charisse.
shirt, and we got these black slacks and these heels. I can or I cannot. I can. I like this for some reason.
Oh, I wish I would have had a front on.
I like the
Wait, does it
stance.
have like a tail?
It has a
Yeah.
tail. It has a tail on it.
Okay, so I can with this outfit. I can't with this Photoshop job though. You not gonna tell me that is not Photoshop within an inch of its life. Like seriously, I thought this was Candice for a second.
Yeah, beautiful background, snatched waist.
Thank you, Facetune or whatever app you using to snatch your waist in. Let me know, sis.
I
I'm using-
can or I cannot, Lamar.
I can.
Imani.
She-
I don't know.
I can or I can't. You got 2 seconds.
My can is with lowercase c.
Yeah, I'm like,
Okay.
maybe.
She didn't break like a fashion mold or anything.
Let's go to the
Yeah.
next one.
Yeah, what's up?
We have Monique
Okay.
here in a romper.
I think I'm digging
Too
the
legit.
pose.
Too legit to quit. Hey, that
You know
is
what?
hammer.
For
Oh.
me, I can. I like this look on her for some reason. I like her stance. I like, it's something about it that I feel like she kind of killed this.
I love Monique.
I love Monique, but this is y'all know I'm into the fashions. This is an off the shoulder number. She should have had her hair pent up so we could have seen more of the shoulder. I love a good shoulder and neck situation.
Okay.
Wow.
I can or I can't.
I can't.
Oof, this is so tough. It's her birthday, so I can.
There we go. And next up, who we got here?
I ain't like them shoes though.
Ah, what is this?
Okay. We have Karen Huger.
Wait a minute.
Oh, those were in Skechers.
That was the Coney?
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Stop
This
it.
whole time we talking
Stop
about
it.
it. You
You
knew
are
it.
so, you knew
You know
this.
what?
Well, honestly,
I
I can't. And
or I
they dirty.
can't.
They dirty.
Those
Those
shoe
are your
strings,
gym
Them
shoes.
shoes. I went over to the left. Them things is
I
done.
wouldn't be in the gym. I would be like hiking.
Yeah,
know?
hiking. Yeah, I do have my hiking shoes and my gym shoes.
Yeah.
Give
Gym,
us-
I
you
can't.
gotta be cute.
Give us a
Gym,
quick I can or
I
I
can't.
can't.
I can.
All right,
in
and now you can't be a
Oh,
city
you
girl
know what?
anymore.
Not in France. Okay. Okay, no. Not in
Absolutely,
France.
positively. Not in France,
It's
not in
an I-
America,
it's an
not
I
in Los
can't
Angeles,
for
me.
not
You know
in any
what?
Not in the turned over shoes. No, I can't.
All caps. I cannot. All caps.
If we clean them up a little bit, they could kind of be cute.
They're still
You better not be
Saucony's.
in a bathroom in Paris in a $5,000 hotel scrubbing them soles with a
All
toothbrush.
she,
No.
They needed to be
she
brand
could just
new.
got no. You can get some $50.
What did she say about
Adidas
Giselle? She
Superstar.
told Giselle not to wear the jacket two times in a year. She obviously wore those too many
And so
times.
last we got one last look. We got
Yes.
Candice last. I can for this because I
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah,
she
I
was
love
on theme with
I
this.
love
Yeah.
themes. Oh, I love it. I'm here for it. Yes.
I can or I can't.
All caps. I can't.
Imani,
I can.
Felicia.
I can't.
What?
There's always
I
gonna be
can't.
one.
I don't like these suspenders. She looks like the mime that dropped off the invitations. Like I don't like
Exactly.
this.
It was a
But
theme
that's
of
the
friends.
look.
And I don't like them shoes.
And you know what I can't with? You.
That's fine.
You know what?
I'm not here for any of it. Her hair looks good though.
All right, guys. Thanks for playing I Can or I Cannot.
Good game,
Wrong for
Richie.
throwing that was a great game, but them sneakers, you know.
You knew we was
So-
talking. Why you didn't tell us?
I knew it was going to be fun. So look, real quick, let's run down the line who your MVP of the episode was. Y'all know what it is. We rate the person who added the most value to this episode. Who would it be? Give us real quick. One quick fire answer.
Oh, Ashley.
Monique.
Giselle.
Charisse.
I'm happy we have that on tape. Oh wow.
What?
I told
Okay.
y'all like those 2 minutes and 30 seconds were like really like
Okay,
What?
we got you on
she
that
was
one.
there, okay?
Why Ashley?
I
said
said
Ashley.
Monique.
Why Monique? Because of the trip?
Not only the trip, but her essential oils, and she also planned to get Karen Huger's perfume thing going
was
since
nice.
she's
That
kind of
was
a little
nice.
stagnant.
And then Felicia, why Ashley?
Because she brought it to Karen's front door. So, girl, I heard that your front door is not your front door. and for that, I can appreciate that. I prefer someone to just bring it while we all sitting here talking about it. Hey, so by the way, we were talking, and we don't know where you live. Are you homeless? Where's your home? Like, you know.
And I give it to
After
Charisse.
she taught her how to twerk,
Because
though.
Charisse came with the facts.
The facts.
The meat and potatoes. So real quick, let's talk about a little bit of news and gossip really quick.
AfterBuzz TV News.
I hope you got some mortgage statements.
I don't. But I do have some tea on the brewing battle between Charisse and Monique. In
that
her
is a
Bravo
thing.
blog, this is from last week's episode about, where they had the conversation that Monique cried in her at Charisse's house. BravoTV.com asked Charisse, did you have any idea that she didn't know why you were upset? Charisse says, Monique is a very smart woman. Don't let that rough around the edges fool you. In fact, one of the things I admired most about Monique is her vast intellect in various areas. I've also learned that she can be very calculating. She knows exactly what she is doing, but portrays a sense of naiveness to camouflage her deceitful tactics. She knew exactly why I was upset, but played on my emotional side to skirt the issue. She played me.
No, Monique didn't.
Do we have anything in the fans shout
Y'all,
out
this
section?
chat
What
is
is
going
it? It's
live.
live.
Give us
It's
a good
live,
comment.
Here's something
baby.
good.
Let's shout out a good comment.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna do Olga. Monique was definitely trying to start something between Giselle and Robin by having them choose over the mini suite. I didn't think that.
Let me tell you, it was so much that went on in this episode. We could actually do a whole nother episode
whole
about this episode, but we're
nother
gonna have to
episode.
cut it. You know what I'm saying? Give us some real quick predictions for next week, Imani.
Your
for
AfterBuzz
next
TV
week.
predictions.
I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know right now.
But next
We'll come back to you next week.
You had a bomb prediction earlier, girl. So
I know. I already
did.
made a prediction. That's the only thing
Yeah,
I could
that's-
come up with. So I mean,
it.
Giselle's gonna bring Erica Lyles. Is
Yeah,
that the
okay,
girl's
okay.
name?
I like it.
Karen is going to find her her France fragrance. I think she's gonna find a great fragrance in
But did
France.
she go? Is she going?
I just want to know if she got new lips. Okay,
New lips.
New
yeah,
lips.
they're very like.
her lips are real puckered in this last confession.
I think it's just her
Real Kylie
attitude. Her
Jenner.
energy is real different.
Really quick, did y'all know there's a lip balm that you can put on that like makes your lips blow up for like an hour.
Yeah,
So maybe she used that.
but I don't.
We can all test it out on the next episode.
Absolutely
Bring
not.
some.
My
I
lips
don't
are big
need
enough.
to.
I'm really good right
Richie
here.
down.
I want some.
Let's see. Next episode. I'm just ready to see Monique throw Charisse under the bus. That's what I'm ready for. I was waiting for it this episode, but we didn't get it.
To be very honest with you, that's what I was waiting on too. I predict that that's going to go down next week, and that's going to be really the demise of that friendship. And I am low-key excited. But listen, everybody, y'all got to keep watching, keep tuning in, and obviously keep chatting with us because we like it. Keep it up during the week. I'm one of your hosts, DJ Richie Skye. You guys can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at DJ Richie Skye. Where can they find you guys?
What's up? You can find me on social media at It's Felicia Michelle, and every Thursday we're doing Grown Up Hip Hop at 7 o'clock with Jlamar.
Yes, you guys can find me on all social media platforms at I am Jlamar. And Monday nights after this, tune into the Basketball Wives after show.
Hey, and hey guys, you can find me everywhere on social media at Imani Ajak and at MoniJTV.com.
That's it for this week, guys. Make sure to comment, rate, like, share, and keep commenting. We're going to talk to you guys back all during the week, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye, y'all.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
Now we're the city stars now.
Herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.